California's forests and waterways are not just vital ecosystems. They're battlegrounds in the fight against drought, wildfires, and environmental degradation. Today, we explore the efforts to protect and restore these critical landscapes. With funds provided by Congress through the Inflation Reduction Act, local land managers are breathing new life into entire landscapes, specifically 21 ecosystems in 11 states, like this one, connected to the Cosumnes River watershed.
I think part of it is water sustainability. California's been in a drought for a really long time. Preserving these waterways and making sure some of these plants aren't choking out the water flow and filling up with soil and stuff.
What may appear as a simple landscape, a stream winding through grass, masks a delicate and complex ecosystem, one especially sensitive to catastrophic wildfires. When the drought-stricken hills and mountains nearby get charred to a crisp, the soot and sediment left behind get washed into the river system. BLM partnered with Amanda Watson, director of the Amador Conservation District and coordinator for the local Fire Safe Council, to essentially mow the forest floor.
There are a large amount of brush in our forests. The fire intensity is actually much greater than what it used to be 100 or 200 years ago. And so that fire that was natural a couple hundred years ago, it's not the same type of fire we see now when we talk about wildfire. Wildfire now has much higher intensity, moves faster through the landscape.
Historical practices like controlled burns and clearing brush, carried out by Native people for millennia, were vital to maintaining a healthier, more fire-resilient landscape. But modern suppression policies plus urban expansion disturbed that balance. Part of this historic funding is aimed at returning to an ecological equilibrium. Fire can be used to not only reduce fuel loads, but enhance the vegetation and renew the watershed.
We have a term in forest health management called WUI, which is the wildland-urban interface. That means that when there are people or important infrastructure in our wildlands, there's different ways that we need to address that. A fire cannot be left to burn because there's infrastructure, there's people's lives and community that needs to be protected.
Well, we're looking at the results of our fuel reduction efforts out here on Bureau of Land Management lands in Amador County. This was a project that was conceived by a group of stakeholders out here, U.S. Forest Service, Sierra Pacific Industries, PG&E, and the Bureau of Land Management. A local consulting group, that's all volunteers, helped to put this grant together for the Amador Fire Safe Council.
Partnerships like these are the backbone of projects aimed at wildfire mitigation and forest restoration. Grant funding, environmental compliance surveys, and community involvement ensure that these efforts protect natural resources and cultural resources.
The Dixie Fire burned almost 1 million acres up in Plumas County. The Camp Fire burned the town of Paradise, thousands of homes. So these are the kinds of catastrophic events that we're trying to prevent here by doing the activities that you see around us on this fuel break here.
There is hope. From strategic removal of overgrown brush that fuels forest fires to habitat restoration. These efforts help to reduce the risks associated with uncontrollable wildfires while preserving the delicate ecosystems that make California's forests and rivers unique.
All of these different mosaic of plants around us. I think it's really great to be able to come out here and see all the little details up close.
You can envision that this was brush between 8 and 10 foot high. To see the transition from that kind of a forest stand where you have a lot of understory vegetation to what we see right here today is in my mind really gratifying.
The journey to safeguard California's forests from catastrophic fires is far from over. But with dedication and collaboration, these partners hope they can achieve a balance between humanity's needs and nature's needs.